What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be playing Clash of Clans, and this is not going to be like normal. It's not going to be like attacking, because I know I am training up some. Actually, they're already trained up. I'm not going to be attacking with archers. I'm actually going to be basically going through all 16 characters so far, or actually not characters, 16 troops so far that have been released in Clash of Clans, and also all 5 spells, even though I do not have all of them. So we're gonna be starting off with the normal ones from the original original barracks. Now, you start off the game with a pretty important troop, not as important as the archers, but you start off the game with the Barbarian, and this troop helps you throughout the whole beginning of the game, like through Town Hall 5. It's one of the most important troops you probably have. I mean, of course, you're probably gonna have a few other troops that you have unlocked, maybe probably up to the Wallbreaker. But yeah, he is really important. And let's look at his stats. Now he is level 5. Unfortunately, not all my things are maxed. So, I actually, I don't think I'm probably gonna have enough time to look up, the stats for maxed, but, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, at level 5, well, actually, I'm just gonna, just say the, things down here. His favorite target is basically anything. He'll go after everything. His damage type is one single target, because there's some that can do splash damage. Targets, ground. Housing space 1, so that's pretty important, because you're not going to have high-level army camps. And training time 20 seconds, which is really short compared to some others that take like 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I know, that's pretty insane that they take like 45 minutes just for one single troop, and you're probably going to be training up 3 of that troop, like a Pekka. And movement speed is 16, so it's pretty fast. I think the slowest, I don't think that's the slowest. But moving on to the archer. Now, I'm just gonna come out clear. This is basically my opinion, but I'm sure a lot will agree. The archer is probably one of the most important troops in this game. You basically use it throughout Town Hall 1, because that's when you basically first get it, I'm pretty sure, or maybe Town Hall 2, through Town Hall 10 all the way up to max. It's just a super important character, helps a lot in the cluster. They can really do some damage, so I'm just gonna look at it. Favorite target, any damage type, single target. It can actually do ground and air. Housing space 1, again. I'd probably choose these other than the Barbarians. They're just a step above them, probably like 3 steps above them. And training time 25 seconds, so that's just 5 seconds more than the Barbarian. And movement speed is 24, and that's a lot more than the Barbarian. So moving on, there was actually, I don't know if they changed this around. So level 3 barracks is the giant, and level 4 is the Goblin. But when I first upgraded my barracks to level 3, I actually got the Goblin, so I'm just gonna do this. Now, if you're a farmer, this is probably gonna be the most, important troop that you're gonna train up, because all it goes for is the loot. So you're gonna probably get a lot and I mean a lot of loot when you're training up these guys. So it's good for you to, like, as long as you bring another, like, more in your army, not just goblins, because you're gonna lose. Because they're probably gonna get wiped out. Because the first thing they go for is the loot. So yeah. But you're probably not gonna bring all goblins. So yeah, they're really good with like a lot different, like more like giants, Pekkas, like anything that can protect them. So yeah, they're good for grabbing loot so you can do upgrades and stuff. So favorite target is actually resources. Any resources, damage times 2, so that's good. Single target, ground, 1 housing space, and 30 seconds to train. Movement speed is 32. I'm pretty sure this might be, like, 32 might be the fastest, because there is a couple, maybe even one other, troop that can go, 32 movement speed. So moving on to the giant. Now the giant is basically introduces you to the tanks of the game, and tanks are going to be a really important kind of strategy in this game. So like basically that includes Pekkas, giants, golems, of course. They're like the main, they're the main kind of the best tank in the game, but you're probably not going to get them till later on, Town Hall 8. That's a really far, like, way away. So this is the first one, and it's pretty good in a cluster. If you're doing giant healer, which, I did it at Town Hall 6. It's probably the best strategy you can do at Town Hall 6. It will basically just destroy, like, I brought like 27 to 29 giants. I know that's kind of like a lot. And I brought 2 healers and a few other troops, I'm not really sure. And the giants just wiped out the whole base. They really just destroyed everything. So we're gonna look at the details. It's favorite target, defenses. That's really important because they are basically, they soak up all the defenses kind of hits, so all your other troops can take out other stuff. And damage type, single target, of course. Ground, housing space is actually 5. Training time 2 minutes, and movement speed is 12. So yeah, moving on to the Wallbreaker. Now, what I'm kind of worried about is that the Wallbreakers will kind of have no use anymore, because I have heard of an update coming, I don't know when, but that update will include a new AI to the Archer Queen. I actually don't have the Archer Queen, and if you didn't know, I'm pretty sure most Clashers know what the Archer Queen is, but she is a hero, just like the Barbarian King that I have right there. She is the basically queen of the archers and the Barbarian King, you kinda get it. Her new AI is mainly on walls, and she does a lot of damage at level 40, which is max. You probably get her there at Town Hall 10, but it takes a really long time to get her to level 40. You mainly need the gem. That's like one of the only ways you can do it, or if you're a crazy farmer. But yeah, her main target is going to be the walls, and I've seen some gameplay, and she can do just havoc on the walls. She will destroy, like, almost every wall, and I'm afraid that that might have no room. Like, there will be no use to carry Wallbreakers. They'll just take up room in your camps when you can just have your Archer Queen. It doesn't take any room in your camps. But other than that, it has been one of the most important troops. It smashes down the walls so your troops can get inside and just destroy everything and wreak havoc. So its details: walls damage times 40. Damage type, area splash. Target's ground, housing space 2, training time 2 minutes, movement speed is 24. So yeah, moving on to it's called a balloon, but I just call it the Wallbreaker in the sky because basically that's what it is. Yeah, as you can see by the picture, it is basically a Wallbreaker in a balloon that drops bombs. Now this is used for one of the best attack strategies in this game, as of today, that everybody uses throughout, like, once you get the balloon. Actually, probably once you get to Tunnel 7, you can really do the attack strategy. And what I'm talking about is the Balloonion that consists of the balloons and minions, which I'll get to later. And yeah, the Balloonion is, oh my god, I have such an itchy eye. The Balloonion, it's where you just train up a bunch of balloons and a bunch of minions, and believe it or not, it works really good with the rage spell. Of course, you're probably gonna need a lot of rage spells for this. And you can basically just destroy, I've seen, like, with max balloons, max minions, and since they, released the Lava Hound, it's, there's actually a attack strategy that basically adds on to, Balloonion. It's actually called the Lava Loonion. So that's what, like, it's just all air troops, and you can destroy, like, basically just, like, max troops of all 3 of them. You can destroy max bases. I've seen it before. It is a super powerful attack, and that, like, the main thing is the balloons. They are super powerful. Their splash, really helps, like they can basically just be focusing on, like, one building, but they'll destroy other buildings around it, which is really helpful. And they have a decent amount of HP, or actually hit points. Yeah, HP. So yeah, at level 4, 280. So that's pretty good. So let's get to the details. Favorite target is defenses. That's super important. Area splash, target's ground, housing space 5, training time 8 minutes, but it is worth it. And move speed is 10. They do move slow, but they're really important. And also, if you're beginning of the game and you're not really attacking online because you're just beginning, balloons are actually really, really helpful in the single player maps. You basically, you just bring a bunch of archers and a bunch of balloons. Probably not even, since you're not timed, you don't need to bring a lot of balloons. You can just bring, like, 1 or 2 balloons. You just have the archers just destroy the very low defenses that are in the single player maps. And then you just drop a balloon, and it just takes out everything. Even though it goes slow, you're probably going to have to wait like a minute or 2 for it to destroy everything. They're really helpful in single-player maps. So, yeah, that's it for the balloon. Moving on to a really, really important character, or troop. It is the wizard. Now, the wizard is probably one of the most focused, like, on troops. It just became really popular with all the ads and commercials that Supercell has, made with, like, you know, all the little memes. I guess there were memes made out of the wizard, but, through that silliness, there is a really powerful troop. He does splash, which is my favorite type, even though, like, one of my favorite troops is the archers, and they don't do splash. He is basically, like, he has more hit points than archers, and he does splash, and he, shoots projectiles, and that's what I really, really like, in a troop. The ones that basically just shoot. and he shoots fireballs that just splash. He is a really good troop, and one of the most used uses of him is in I'm pretty sure Go Wipe and Go Wee Wee. Go Wipe is actually it's with Golem wizards and Pekkas, and Go Wee Wee is of course Golem wizards and witches. So yeah, he's in both of them, and he just you basically just drop him around the bottom of the base. He just all of them put together, they just destroy everything. So he is really, really awesome. So let's get to the details. Favorite target: any, area splash, ground and air. He's actually really awesome for taking out clan castle troops. You just drop him around, even with dragon for clan castle troops. His housing space is 4, 8 minutes, and move speed 16. So moving on to the next one, it is the healer. Now the healer is okay. She is not really used a lot. Even I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, she hasn't really even since, like, she got that kind of like upgrade where I think her healing, there's like it's fixed. She does more healing ability at lower levels. But even so, she's not really used a lot. Probably only in giant healer, and that's basically the only thing. So you don't use her a lot. It's probably the one of the most like least popular troops. But if you have the right army, she can just heal everything, and it's really good. And as long as you have the air defense covered, like yeah, if you have already the enemy's air defense destroyed, you just send a healer in, and she will heal without getting killed by the air defense, because that wipes them out quick. That's why she's not really one of the best troops. But as long as you don't have that air defense, she's gonna be good and heal all your troops. Now, her favorite target is any. She does not actually target anything. She targets troops, and she heals your troops. Heal type, area splash. I'm pretty sure that's what was changed about her, because she was yeah, that was what was changed in the update. She used to only focus on one target, one troop, but now she can heal like several troops, so that's actually really good. So I was wrong. It was actually area splash was changed. So that's kind of made her more useful. And targets ground, housing space 14. That's a lot, but you're probably not gonna use like freaking like. I think you can fit like 15. I don't know, like with like maxed army camps. Training time 15 minutes, and movement speed is 16. Now moving on to the big boys of the original barracks, the two powerhouses, and we're starting off with the dragon, the flying beast that basically just destroys everything. This is most used in clan wars. You can just bring like your army camp full of dragons, and you can just wreak havoc in clan bases, clan war bases. So yeah, it's a really awesome troop. It's kind of it's not really the official air tank. The official air tank is actually the Lava Hound, but it does have a lot of hit points. 2,100, which is a lot, and yeah, and it does a bunch of damage. 160 damage. That's just insane. So yeah, it's a good troop, but yeah, it's just it's an awesome troop. But favorite, let's get to the details. Favorite target: any, damage type, area splash, of course, it's awesome. Targets ground and air, of course. Housing space 20. Training time 30 minutes. And the training cost, I just wanted to add that in there, is 30,000 elixir. Damn. Yeah, that's just the one thing I don't like about it, but I get that it's kind of a tank, and it's super OP, but yeah, 30,000 elixirs is so much, and I don't even have it to the max, which is level 4, so I'm pretty sure that's probably gonna be 40,000 elixir, and that's insane, but it would cost even more. It's the Pekka. But I gotta say, I don't know, the Pekka's kind of worth it. The Pekka is basically, it's not as big as a tank as, okay, so the tank, that you first get in the game, like the first, like when you're lower in the game, your tank is the, giant, but when you're higher in the game, your tank is the Golem. And then there's the Pekka. It doesn't really kind of, like, it doesn't fit in as much. It is a tank, but it's not used as a tank. It's basically, it can soak up damage, but because it is a she, it was actually confirmed that it's a she, has incredible damage. Damage per second, 240. It can destroy everything. At max, I've seen it. It is insane at max. You just look up gameplay of it. Level 5 max Pekka. It is just insane. It can destroy everything. So yeah, it's a really good troop. That's why it's like basically the last troop, level 10 dark barrack or level 10 barracks. That's why it's like kind of like the last troop. The final troop that you got before they added in the dark barracks, of course. So let's look at the details. Favorite target is any damage type, single target. Targets ground. Housing space 20 freaking 5. That's a lot. And what I was talking about was training time 45 minutes. That's insane. It's almost an hour. I usually train up like 3. Probably gonna maybe train up 2. If I'm gonna be doing Go Wipe, which I'm probably gonna be doing. I can't wait to get to Tunnel 9 so I can do Go Wee Wee. But yeah, and movement speed is 16, so it is a tank. So yeah, there is the barracks troops, and what I think, because I don't want this video to get too long, I'm actually gonna do the dark barracks troops and the spells in part 2 of this video, so look out for that. So I hope you enjoyed this video of me just kind of analyzing and showing off what all the troops can do in Clash of Clans. So stay tuned for more for part 2. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.